Now, your Local 2 Weather Authority forecast.
John Mayer joining us now. Now today it seemed like a beautiful day.
Yeah.
Every time I was outside, but then there was a dark cloud.
Exactly. If you were looking to the south at all, you saw those flashes of lightning out there. We had a lot of storms cooking up south of I-10, but really haven't seen that make its way into the basin too much just yet. However, now we're beginning to see that change. We're getting some of that rainfall back up into the rest of the viewing area, and we've got a really good chance to see widespread heavy rainfall overnight tonight, especially into Sunday. Sunday is going to be the big one. It's been the one that we've been waiting for in this forecast all week long. That was the day that we were looking at very widespread heavy rainfall, and it still looks to be the case as we transition into these overnight hours. But most of the activity right now is located in the southern basin. That's where we're seeing some very heavy rainfall out in Reagan, Glasscock, Upton counties, down into Crane County as well. We've got a very wide area that's affected by all this rain, and we have a flash flood watch. It's in effect for nearly the entire basin as well as the southern Trans-Pecos, and that'll be with us throughout the rest of the day today into tomorrow and all the way through Monday morning. In fact, we're going to continue to see that flash flood watch in effect. Now, most of this rainfall that we do see move through has been transitioning towards the northeast. So what that means is this heaviest line of storms unlikely to impact us here around Odessa or Midland. We could see a little bit of that make its way up towards Big Spring, but honestly, the worst of it looks like it's going to transition out of the viewing area, head out towards San Angelo and Abilene, more than affect us here in the basin, but still right behind it, a lot of widespread heavy rainfall down into the southern Trans-Pecos as well. So even if we don't get the worst of that rain, it's not like we're going to be dry out there. Still a lot of chances for more rainfall in the forecast, and that's exactly what we're going to see with our hour by hour, bringing in that widespread rain all across the basin, and then more of it also down south of I-10, down into the Davis Mountains. A lot of rainfall developing for us as well. We really have two major areas of rain. There's going to be the one down to the southwest and then up into the northern basin. You put the two together, that's where we're going to see our best chance for some of that flash flooding in our forecast. And this rain just continues throughout the rest of the night into Sunday. All day on Sunday, we're going to see a chance for more of that heavy rainfall in the forecast. Occasionally, very heavy rainfall. Check this out down in Terrell County. When you start to see those pinks and whites in the forecasted radar, that's when things are really looking bad out there. That's when you get the chance that we could be looking at a chance for some severe thunderstorms potentially in the forecast. We could see some small hail develop out there, but honestly, this doesn't really look like a severe weather event. This is more just heavy rainfall, widespread flash flooding concerns in the forecast moving forward. And again, this lasts with us not just through the weekend, but also into the start of next week. Once we get into Monday, this rain's still sticking around with us. Still a lot of that heavy rain into the basin all day on Monday, even into the afternoon hours. This is certainly going to be something that sticks around for a while. Even into Tuesday, we get more of that rainfall. Really, this just shows no signs of stopping. If you've been waiting on the wet weather, well, this is finally your chance to get a whole lot of it out there. Now, as far as the severe weather threat, again, like I said, very, very low chance for any of those severe storms. The only area where we even see that marginal risk for severe storms is out around Abilene towards San Angelo, and that doesn't make its way into the basin, which is good news. Of course, we want the rainfall. We just don't want to see a repeat of last weekend when we were dealing with the hail, the damaging winds, even the tornadoes that we saw develop out there. But as this cold front continues to make its way through, we're going to not only see the rain, but also the big drop in temperatures that we've been waiting on out there. A huge shift in our forecast going on. Of course, whenever you have that front move through, you also get some pretty strong winds, and that's what we're looking at in some locations. Most of the basin, not too bad, but we do have a high wind warning in effect for the Guadalupe Mountains. That's where we've been seeing some of those gusts beginning to pick up today. We had some of those winds getting up around 35 miles per hour there in the Guadalupe Pass, and we have a chance to see more of that over the next couple of days. But temperatures right now, 60s, 70s, certainly not too bad compared to where we've been recently. But check out what we're going to have on the way day for tomorrow. Those highs dropping down in a big way. We're looking at, these are, again, high temperatures into the afternoon. 60s in the northern basin, 70s there around Andrews, Odessa, Midland, staying in the lower 70s. Some more of those 60s popping up every so often as well. Certainly a big change in the forecast. We were in the 90s just a day ago, and now we start to see the big time cool down really arriving for us. 65 degrees for the high tomorrow in Marfa and Valentine. That's all thanks to the cold front and all of the widespread rain that we're going to see out there. And the cool temperatures will stick with us at least for a few days. We'll begin to see those numbers climb just a bit as we make our way towards the end of the upcoming work week, but still got to get through the next few days. A lot more rain chances in the forecast before we finally start to clear out and then warm back up as we transition into the upcoming weekend out there. But still a lot of active weather to go through. The flash flood watch remains in effect all the way through Monday morning, so do be safe out there. Keep yourself weather aware, and we'll continue to give you updates on our Facebook page, Local 2 News-KMID, if we do get any of those flash flood warnings to kick in, and we'll make sure that you're up to date and you're safe.